Have you ever imagined that an ordinary high school chemistry teacher could become the most feared criminal in America? Today, we are diving into the story of Breaking Bad, one of the greatest American television series ever created. This is not just a crime story. It is a dark and mysterious journey of a man who begins with good intentions, but slowly transforms into a ruthless monster. This is the story of Walter White, a teacher, a father, a husband, and in the end, a name that made the entire world tremble. Heisenberg. Chapter 1. An ordinary man, Walter White was a high school chemistry teacher in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He was brilliant, a true master of chemistry, but despite his intelligence, his life was far from successful. He lived in a modest home. He struggled to pay bills. He worked part-time at a car wash to support his family. His son, Walter Jr., had a physical disability. His wife, Skyler White, was pregnant, and every day, Walter felt that life had cheated him. Years earlier, he had helped found a company that later became worth billions, but he walked away and received almost nothing. Now he was overworked, underpaid, and deeply frustrated. From the outside, he looked like a normal man, but inside, he was filled with regret. Then one day, everything changed. Chapter 2, The Diagnosis. Shortly after his 50th birthday, Walter collapsed. Doctors ran tests. The result was devastating. He had advanced lung cancer. The doctors told him he might not have much time left. Walter was shattered. He did not fear death for himself. He feared what would happen to his family after he was gone. Who would care for Skyler? Who would support Walter Jr.? Who would provide for the baby? That fear pushed him toward a decision that would alter his destiny forever. Chapter 3. Enter Jesse Pinkman. During a ride-along with his brother-in-law, Hank Schrader, a DEA agent, Walter witnessed a drug bust. There, he saw a familiar face escaping through a window. Jesse Pinkman, Walter's former student, a small-time drug dealer. Walter approached Jesse with an unbelievable proposal. "You know the business. I know the chemistry. Let's cook." Jesse could hardly believe it. A high school teacher wanted to make drugs, but Walter was no ordinary teacher. He was about to create something the world had never seen before. Chapter 4. Blue Crystal. Using his extraordinary knowledge of chemistry, Walter produced crystal meth of astonishing purity. Its color was blue. Its quality was unmatched, and demand exploded. Dealers were shocked. Customers became obsessed. The blue crystal quickly became legendary. And with that, Walter White created a new identity, Heisenberg. Chapter 5. The Birth of Heisenberg. Black hat, glasses, cold eyes, a voice filled with absolute certainty. Walter White was disappearing. Heisenberg was taking control. At first, Walter was nervous and terrified, but every success changed him. Every dollar strengthened him. Every threat made him more dangerous. Soon, criminals began to fear his name. Chapter 6. Blood on his hands. The criminal world was brutal. Mistakes were punished with death. Walter was forced to make choices he never imagined. Each decision pushed him further from the man he once was. He crossed moral boundaries, then crossed them again. Over time, the guilt faded, the fear disappeared, and his heart grew colder. Chapter 7. More than money. Walter told himself he was doing this for his family, and in the beginning, that was true. But eventually, money was no longer the goal. He wanted power. He wanted respect. He wanted to feel important. For the first time in his life, people feared him, and he loved it. Chapter 8. Gus Fring. Then came Gus Fring, a polite and successful fast food businessman, calm, precise, deadly. Behind his friendly smile stood a vast criminal empire. Gus recognized Walter's genius and offered him a partnership. At first, it seemed like the perfect arrangement, but two powerful minds can never share the same throne for long. What followed was a silent war, a chess match where every move could be fatal. Chapter 9. The War of Minds. Walter and Gus tried to outsmart one another. Each planned several steps ahead. Every conversation carried hidden threats. Every gesture concealed a strategy. Walter knew one truth. If he did not defeat Gus, Gus would destroy him. And so Walter prepared for the most dangerous move of his life. Chapter 10. The Fall of Gus. Walter executed a